Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday to you guys. It's a Sunday morning. I hope you guys are doing fine, my lovely subscribers. So, your girl is off duty today, you know. This healthcare worker, and it's really demanding and challenging, but I took it upon myself and I'm fixing things to constantly update you. Bear with me. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful off-shoulder waist strap. This is how to make the pattern. This is what an off-shoulder waist strap looks like, and something like this beautiful piece here. Let me get a more clearer picture. This beautiful piece here with a cloud sleeve. So this is what it looks like. You notice the cloud is covering the strap, so you can't see it right now, but there's a strap there like the first picture I showed you. So guys, without wasting much of your time, I actually have a basic body pattern on my channel, but for those of you that, I don't know, if I say reflect back to my videos, the videos on my channel, some people like to have it all and have it seen how you do it, but I'm not going to be drafting basic body pattern all the time. You can check my videos. Why I'm doing this on this is because I made some alteration on this pattern. That's why I'm taking it upon myself to, you know, quickly make a basic body pattern. I think, where's my pencil? Let me quickly. So to this basic body, let's say the shoulder measurement, okay, let's say we do with chest 26 and waist measurement of 23.5. we can also do with 24. It's okay. Waist measurement of 23.5. guys, I have other measurements here. We'll be making do with our shoulder 6 inches and waist measurement of 23.5. you can also make it 24. It's not a problem. Then the half length, the body's length, will make it 11.5, and around the shoulder, round shoulder measurement, because it's an off shoulder, the round the shoulder measurement, I will make it 29, so to say. Then what measurement do we need again? The armhole measurement will make it 5.5 from the shoulder slant. Alright guys, without wasting much of your time, let's do with this measurement that we have now. So my shoulder measurement here is going to be 5.75 of an inch, 5.75, so to say. You impute your shoulder measurement. I hope you can see. Yeah, I want a clear view of everything here. So this particular place is a place that we are going to be altering the front. So let's say here is our front and here is our back. You input your shoulder measurement of 5.75. then I will be making the neckline width of, let's say, 2.75, 2.75. then I'll make the depth I'll make the depth 2.5 inches. Guys, it doesn't matter what you do here. Same thing here, 3.75 for the width. It's not a standard, guys. I just use it. You can make it 2.5 by 2.5. Oh, sorry, this is the back, and the depth for the back is 1 inch. So I'll use this curve to give it a nice curve there. Hope you can see that. Although my curve is not pretty well, I'm gonna recurve that. I have to wake up from my sleep here, guys. What kind of curve is this? So guys, you should not mind me. So my beautiful people, I have to recurve my neckline there. It was looking kind of funny. Now I'll make something presentable for my beautiful subscribers. I don't joke with you guys though. So you go down. I'm using an inch for the shoulder slant. You can do a 3/4, it's not a problem, but for this I'm using an inch for my shoulder slant. So you slant your shoulder down. So our body's length, before we go further, is 11.5. You mark it 11.5. The body's length is 11.5. You put it down, guys. 11.5 here, 11.5. For the armhole, I'm taking a 5.5 from my shoulder slant. 5.5 inches from my shoulder slant. So up to the, if you take it from the shoulder, the starting point of our this pattern, it will be 6.5 altogether. So from the shoulder slant, guys, I took 5.5 for my armhole from the shoulder slant. From the shoulder slant, please, let me take my hands off. From the shoulder slant, here, 5.5. Please use your measurement. Use the measurement that you have, please. These are my own measurement that I'm inputting here. Use your own measurement, my lovely people. Or use your own standard measurement that works for you. It's very important. So without much talking, you quickly bring down the same measurement that you had at your shoulder, so we had 5 3/4 here. So I'm bringing down my 5 3/4 here. You can see that. I will do same thing to this place. You can connect with a dotted line. You can connect it with a dotted line, or you connect it with a straight line. It's not a problem. So I connect my lines. So for this pattern, one thing I'm going to do that is a little bit different from my other pattern is that, let me get it to the top here, so that you understand where we are coming from, so everything will be clear. It doesn't look kind of funny for you. So the midpoint of 5.5 is 2 3/4, if I'm not, yeah. You mark your midpoint, the midpoint of your armhole, please. You mark it down, which is here. I'm going to be also using my red marker to highlight things a little bit. So you mark the midpoint of your armhole. The thing is that I usually sometimes go in by 3/16 of an inch for my front, but this I'm just going to be making 1/2 inch for both my front pattern and my back pattern. Watch my other videos, guys. You can see how you can connect your armhole depending on the effect you want to have. So I'm making 1/2 inch for both. You can make 3/4 for the front and 1/2 inch for the back. So before I connect to my chest line, we are working with chest 26. You divide by 4, 6.5. We have our 6.5 here. I'm going to be adding an inch. I'm going to be adding a side seam allowance. 6.5. Add 1 inch. So this is it. You connect your armhole, guys. I hope you can see, or should I I'm kind of trying to zoom it a little bit. So while watching, you can also zoom it on your phone so that you see things clearly. So from here, I'll connect. I'll connect right there, guys. You connect your armhole for those of us. So guys, you can also connect this directly, but I'm kind of getting this curve here, and the marker has a funny way of adding some inches to our allowance. So this is the connection here. So guys, we are working with waist 23.5. You divide it by 4. So guys, you divide whatever you have as your waistline by 4. I'm adding an inch to my front pattern. Just this allowance that I'm adding to my front pattern. The rest I'll be adding on my fabric. You connect. So lovelies, this is what we have. This is what we have right now for our basic body pattern. Okay, there's nothing much. To alter this pattern right now, I'm going to be using another marker. Use my pencil first of all, then I will use another marker to highlight it for you guys. So this is what we have for our basic body pattern. Moving over to our off shoulder alteration. For the back piece, I'm going to be coming in by 1/4 of an inch. You know guys, the keys to their back is not straight too. Let me use my green marker to highlight it. You can do 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch, depending on the case. But I'm doing 1/4 of an inch right now, like so. Just came in. So I will add it back. So you add it back to your pattern. Although we have already added a seam allowance, but whenever you take off something, please add it back. So I add back to my pattern there. So we know. Let me zoom. Let me zoom just so you see it, guys. So right there. So right there, like so, I came in by 1/4 of an inch to just give it that tightening a little bit, and I took it right here, as you can see. So moving back, guys, I'm making a lot of zooming so you can see clearly what I'm doing. So this is the first alteration that I made now, and to our off shoulder, I'm going to be coming down from the shoulder tip by 3 inches. But you see what works for you. So this is the first alteration. This is your first alteration. You come down by 3 inches. So this pattern I'm making, a 6 to 7 years will wear it perfectly well. A 5-year on a bigger size too. You know, when we make this standard bodies pattern like that, sometimes even 2.5 years gap, they are still wearing it, and it fits them even more, much more better. All right, without much talking, guys, the second alteration is to determine our off shoulder. It's always said that from the shoulder, whatever you have at your shoulder, you minus an inch and a half at that. So you minus an inch and a half right there. So okay, I'm taking off an inch and a half, so I'll be having 4 inches left. Guys, whatever you have, your shoulder divide by 2. So whatever you have, if you're having 5 inches, you minus 1.5 inches from there to get your off shoulder is a standard. Then whatever you have there, you minus to get your off the shoulder. That's what I did. So I'm having 4 inches left. If I minus 1.5 from the measurement that I got from my shoulder, divide by 2. So I make a mark in there. This is the second alteration very quickly. Then the next thing to do now is to curve our armhole. So I'm going to curve my armhole to this line, not too curvy and not too slanty. Just have that feel of it. So you curve your armhole like so. Your off shoulder armhole. You know, it's not like a normal armhole. So guys, this is what we have right now. If I zoom a little bit, this is what we have right now, right here. That's the second alteration. That's the second alteration right here. So the next thing now is to mark out our strap. From this place now, I'm going up. Just keep my ruler straight. Mark my strap. So before marking the strap of this other side here, I have to know what I have here. Here I have 1.5 inches. I bring the 1.5 inches here just to have that feel that I'm on point. I'm not going out of order. So right now you have to determine how the width of your strap. You have to determine the width of your strap. So guys, sorry, I noticed I stopped filming. I just click on stop when my baby woke up here. So I'm so sorry. What I did here is to come down by 1.5 inches from the initial line that we used to off from the 3 inches from the upper part. I came down by 1.5 inches and I connected my neckline like so. You can come down by 2 inches. 2 inches is here. You connect your neckline. And another thing I did is to connect my back neckline. I came up from the chest line here by 1 inch. You can connect it, or you may decide to do it directly to curve your neckline directly on the chest line directly here. Whatever suits you, it depends, all depends on what you want and your choice. So this is just what I did. Sorry about that, nothing more. That's what I did and where we stopped before I stopped. So the next thing now is to connect our off the shoulder. We are already done with this tutorial, just a few more steps to go. For that, this is my protractor. I want to make a 90-degree angle. So I will put it here, my protractor, put it here and see what it gives me. But before doing this, divide your round off shoulder 29. If you are using 30, you use 30. If you are using 40, you use 40. My round off shoulder is 29. If you divide 29 by 4, she will have 7.25 of an inch, 7.25. Look at the way I'm placing my tape, guys. You place your tape from here, move it, let it come to this strap, this particular point here, and you mark where your 7.25 is, 7.25 of an inch. Then I just use it as a guide now. As you can see, I will come in with my protractor. Whichever way you like putting down your protractor, then you put down your protractor. This is the angle there. Then I will take my pin, because my ruler indicates where my protractor signify the intersection point, the 90-degree. You can see I put my protractor down here, and so I put it down here crosswise, and this is where it's signifying for me. So guys, that is it. I remove my pin now. So what I will do is to draw a line, a straight line to that. This is the initial 7.25. So guys, you connect like so. You can see that our off shoulder, round off shoulder. I will give you a nice view so you can see what I'm doing properly well. So this is the measurement of our round shoulder that we got, 7.25. I put it down, use my protractor to get my angle, passing through this stripe here. So right now excuse me, take some tea. How wide do you want your sleeve to be? You want it to be 2.5 inches, you want it to be 2 inches. Let's take it 2 inches there. So you know, rule your line like so. So for you to be on point, for you not to be out of order, you may also from this point indicate where your 2 inches is right here. Then you come in again with your ruler. You see that? This is the sleeve, and this sleeve we are going to be cutting 4 pieces on fold, on a bias fold, so to say. We are going to be cutting 4 pieces, and our strap, you indicate your strap. This is up and this is down. Please use whatever indication that you will be able to recognize. Don't follow my own indication, because it's the indication that I'm able to recognize when cutting on my fabric or while sewing it. Please, this is the upper part and this is the down part. Just so you know that this strap will come and join this strap here at the shoulder tip. At the end of the day, then you'll be cutting a one strap, but when joining it, you join the down part, and when joining this one, you also join the down part. So this upper part will come and join to this part here. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm just making sense. So guys, this is all about it. Then while cutting on your fabric, you add your 1/2 inch seam allowance all around. Add on your strap all around, and I've already added here, so you now know the amount of seam allowance you add again to your size seam if needed, because I've already added it. So guys, if you want to make a bust effect, you can come down by 1 inch. Oh, my paper is exactly 1 inch. You can decide if you want a curvy, you want it like a sharp slant like so, or if you want it curved, you can use your your ruler to, let me use my pencil to give it a slight curve like so. It's a thing of choice. Whatever suits you guys, you do it. So guys, let me cut it out right now, and this is how we come to the end of this our tutorial, and we see us at the sewing part of it. But let me cut it out just so you know how to go about the cutting and where you're cutting. So at the back here, don't forget to add your zipper allowance, 1 inch zipper allowance following. Let me do that quickly after cutting out the front piece here. So this is what our front piece look like. I'm going with the red line, so you cut out your backs if you are going with your backs. If you are not going with your backs effect, you cut your main half length. So I hope you can see, I hope you can see that. This is what we have right here. This is what we have. Let me set aside and cut. So for your sleeve, you cut out your sleeve, haven't indicated which is which. You cut it out gently like so, like I'm doing. Okay, front strap, having indicated it, you indicate, you use whatever you can remember to indicate your front strap. So now you cut out your strap right there. So before that, this is what I was saying. Let me cut it out really well. This is what I was trying to say. This upper part will come to meet this. So when you cut out on paper, you take another paper, make sure you align and make sure everything aligned properly well. It must not be equal at this stage now, but when you cut it out and you're placing on a pattern paper, please make sure you fill in the gaps and align your strap and let it align properly well. This is what I was telling you. Then you cut it off from here, and this become a one piece, and you are going to be joining this place to the back, and this place now will be joined to the front piece. Guys, I hope you understand what I'm trying to illustrate. So let me cut out the front strap here. So this is all we have for our front piece. This is all we have for our front piece. You can see my indication. Then this is it. This is how it looks like, guys. You can see that. You can see that. This is how it looks like, and this is how it's going to be looking on your baby or your client. Let me cut the back part now and show you what we have there. I was trying to say something about our zipper allowance. If you know that you forget your zipper allowance, please you add it if you have enough space on your paper. You can see that I came in here. I'm no more following this our initial line here. Let me zoom. So you can see that I came in here for my tightening. I'm no more using this line to cover my zipper allowance, so I will be doing it from here, 1 inch or 1.5 inches, whichever allowance you do use, 1.5 inches. Then I will stop. You will stop where your neckline stop though. We know this. So this become our zipper allowance, and so we cut and eliminate that tiny quarter of 1 inch there. So you cut your back pattern right away. This is the allowance that we added because we take off something here and we added it back. So guys, you go through this video, you go through it. If you don't understand, you can email me. This is the neckline of the back I'm cutting right away, the one that we are using. So if you are using direct on your chest line, you cut direct on your chest line. You can see that. So I'm not going to be cutting out my back strap at the moment. Let me just leave it there. So I will illustrate what I was trying to say to you. So I'll come in from here. Okay, let's go back to our normal. I just try to zoom in so you can see properly well. So guys, this is what we have with our zipper allowance. Set this out. So what I was saying is that, you know what you indicated? This is my front, this is the upper part. So this upper part is going to come and join this. You overlap it a little bit. Use a fresh pattern paper, and then this is going to come in like so. So you use a fresh pattern paper and make your stripe properly well, cut it properly well, arrange it properly well, know which is which. Like now I'm going to cut it off. I've already indicated. So this is a place you're going to be working on. This is what you're going to be working on. You place it on a fresh pattern paper and fill in the gaps where needed, arrange it properly. This is also going to be cut on a bias, guys. So my lovely people, this is your off shoulder pattern. Like I said, 6 to 7 years we'll wear this. You see that? This is for the front. I indicated it so you know. This is down and this is up. This is how it's going to be. And for your back piece with your zipper allowance, you can see that. So you can see that this is the upper part and this is the down part. So guys, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and see you guys on the sewing of this beautiful piece. I've already made it, so I will be showing you the most important tips and tricks, even if I didn't cover everything. But the most important thing that you need to know, I'm sure that I covered it on that video. So guys, like, share my videos. Is our channel. Share my videos, tell friends and family, and stay safe guys. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.